Hi, and welcome to my daily Facebook Live. I think it's working this time. Let me just adjust the camera angle so I don't look so lopsided. Okay. Thanks for being here. Welcome. My name is Barry Selby. This is my daily Facebook Live, and this is Messages from the Masculine number 80. Wow, number 80. These milestones keep coming up thicker and faster, or faster and quicker, something like that. I want to talk about a couple of things tonight, or today. If you're watching this live, thanks for joining me. If you're watching the replay, feel free to put your comments and posts below and I'll respond. But today's one is going to be a little bit blunt, enlightening, and hopefully useful. That's the idea anyway. So my name is Barry Selby. I'm a passionate champion for the divine feminine and a strategist. That's a good word. I like that one. A friend of mine, Leslie, gave me that one because I hate the word coach. So I was talking about I'm an author, best-selling author, speaker, and strategist. I like that. I'm trying it out for strong, successful women who want to find balance in love, life, and business. My branding keeps shifting, but it's getting better every time. So today's topic is actually kind of inspired by Dr. Shefali's talk this morning at Agape. I'm not sure I'll post the link below, but anyway, the piece I got out of it, which I'm taking on, is about how we, as human beings, tend to, I'm using the term projection, which I'll get to explain in a moment, but we blame other people for things, and then we make them responsible for our upset, which makes us victims. Yes, I'm going to play that out for you, especially in a relationship and romance, because many of us, me included, have been upset by how we were treated or blamed an ex-relationship that's no longer there and perpetuated a feeling of being a victim for years. Some of you might be going, oh, that was me. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But if it has been, pay attention. This might help you. If it hasn't been, good, but pay attention because it might save you the trouble in the future. Being a victim is not fun to be unless you don't want to take responsibility for your life. Now, if you do want to take responsibility for your life, that's a good thing. If you don't, you're probably not following me anyway, because you know that when I talk about relationships and love, I'm about empowered, inspired, and fulfilling relationships where partners are independent versus codependence. Codependence, is, by the way, is another place of victimhood. Let me illustrate, indicate for you so you know what I'm talking about. If you're codependent in a relationship, like you complete me, means that without you, I'm incomplete. So I'm a victim of your presence. If you're not there, I'm a victim because I can't be complete. I mean, it's very logical, but most people go, hang on a second, I'm not a victim. If you play the game of codependence, yes, you are. So this is an enlightening, hopefully, and a wake-up call for some of you, understanding about what's possible. In the area of relationship particularly, that's the area I'm talking about, but you can play this out in any area of your life. Family, parental, business, social, any of these areas of life where you have relationships with other people that you make accountable for your happiness. You make them responsible for you being okay. So if they don't do what you want and you get upset with them, you're actually you're under their control. Not if they're doing it, not that they're doing it intentionally or doing it actively. They may just be oblivious to the fact that they're upsetting you. They're going about their business, doing their own thing, walking down the street, doing what they're doing. And what they're doing is upsetting you, and you're putting them at the mercy of them because their actions are causing you to be upset. You're not choosing to be upset necessarily. You're choosing to be a victim by being at the mercy of their behavior. That's the definition of being a victim. I'm not talking about people who are being abused and being victims of other people. That's a whole other conversation. In fact, that would be something I talked about before, about getting out of abusive situations. But I'm talking about just general living. So many of us, and I include myself in that one, get triggered by other people's behavior. And it may not be necessarily romantic relationships, but every context. It could be someone political, for example. I'm not going to get in the conversation, but you can run this one through your own scenarios as you think about this. If you are someone who gets triggered by what happens in the political news, let me put it back in relationship context. That's a whole can of worms I don't want to open right now. Your ex-partner did something that upset you, and you let them run roughshod over you, as it were, and you felt victimized by what they did. You felt hurt by what they did. You felt upset by what they did. Any of the above puts you in a place of being a victim. It puts you in a place of being not in control of your own emotions because you're at the mercy of their expression. So, I think I made that point clear enough over this past few minutes. So there's two things you can do. You can either put up with it and stay the victim, or you can choose a different path. And this is not an easy path, but it's the one I recommend highly if you have a desire, an intention to take your life back. You want that, don't you? I hope you do, because if you're following my broadcasts and you watch my posts, I'm kind of a messenger of that, having the life you want, which means taking back responsibility for your life. So here's the king. Here's the key. Not the king. Here's the key. I was going to say here's the thing and the key, and I put them back. Here's the key. Sorry, it's been a long day today. It's been a fun day, but I want to make sure this get this message out to you. When you are aware that you're starting to get upset by somebody else's behavior, is the first place you can start to change the course of your response. So instead of going down that well-worn path into upset, hurt feelings and victimhood, you can say, whoa, hang on a second. What they're doing will trigger me if I keep going down this path. How about I stay present to myself? How about I choose a different way of being? How about I let them off the hook and let myself off the hook so I can be happy? Would you rather be right or happy? That's an old choice point that most people are facing sometimes in relationships. Would you rather be right or loving? Would you rather be right or happy? Well, if you're choosing being right, quite often you're being the victim, because you're holding on to your position of like, I'm right, damn it, and I'll be upset about it until somebody else changes things. Meanwhile, the other person doesn't have a clue they've upset you, and you're sitting in this harumph state. You're being the victim, because you're in a place of upset, hurt feelings, anger, distress, and the other person's oblivious. There's no benefit to you, except you feel right. And being right isn't a way to live life healthily. Healthily, sounds right. So, if you want to be happy or loving or at peace, especially over your past relationships, then take responsibility for your own actions. Learn how to be able to watch how you respond. I mentioned earlier in this about projections. I'm going to drop a little bit more information in here, but I need to do a whole other broadcast about projections because it's a big piece. That was something that came up today. Projections in a simple format is when we project onto somebody else the way that we think they should be. And when they don't do that, they violate our beliefs about them. That's the simplest way of putting it. There's a lot more to it than that. But oftentimes projections are things that we don't realize we're doing because we simply say, they're doing something wrong. No. We are subscribing to them what they should be doing and then judging what they're doing is different from that, and that's wrong. I hope you get this. It's a simple sidestep, but it's a powerful lesson when you get this. If you can see how you are being programmed, you're actually programming your own subconscious, or you're actually letting your subconscious program you inaccurately. You can choose differently. And so this is big stuff that I hope you're getting, because it's not something. I mean, I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down, as some of my friends say, because this is something I really feel is a big lesson for a lot of people. It's one of my big lessons, and I've really come through this many times, and I still learn it. I've learned this lesson now. I first learned this lesson in 1994. It's almost 17 years later. I'm still learning it. So I'm not saying you get this in a heartbeat. However, you may discover some changes you can make very quickly from this, and I will help you with this if it's something you're stuck with. Particularly in the area of abuse and really painful past experiences, relationships, a lot of us still carry judgments about how they were and how we got treated. And it's a pain point, and you're not at peace. Whilst you're at pain and not at peace is when you're a victim, because you're still letting them, their past behavior, their past upsets, control how you feel. They don't have the right to do that. You have the right to control how you feel. And you have the right to be at peace. That's really what I want to make sure you get the message of. I hope you get that. For many people who had a recent breakup, it's very hard to see that way. I understand. Been there, done that. And the wounds can take weeks, months to heal. But when you recognize that your freedom is up to you, not them, that's where freedom comes from, is recognizing you have the power. When you have the power, it's that fast you can change everything. But while you walk around wounded in pain and suffering because of somebody else's behavior, you are a victim to their actions that they didn't even know they were doing. So stop it. It is a way of putting it. Take charge of your own feelings. Be accountable to yourself. Learn how to love yourself. This is a piece I mentioned. It hit me today because I'm creating an online program. It's actually a 4-month program for the women out there who want to really take charge and own their feminine magnificence. And one of these pieces is about stop being the victim. So you're getting a sneak preview of that. If you have issues with this or maybe issues with this. I hope you don't have issues with this. I hope you have recognition with this and you have a feeling about this. And if you have a desire for help, reach out to me. If you have questions about it, you just want to get simple answers, please put stuff in the comments below and I'll respond after I sign off. But I hope this is of value to you. This is a big piece. I know it's not like lighthearted Sunday. This is serious Sunday. At least that's the way it came out. So I hope this is giving you some pause for thought and ideally some opportunities for reframing how you've been carrying things in the past. It's time you got your freedom back. And I'm here to cheer you on and support you in having that. Okay. I feel like I need to take a break now myself. I hope this has been of value to you. This has been really a reminder of something much deeper. So hopefully this has gotten you something to think about. Thanks for watching. Please share. If you know anybody who needs to see this, and you may know about 25 people who need to see this, please share this with them. I know this is big stuff, and I want this to reach people who can use it, because too many people, I was too, have walked around carrying this chip on our shoulder and this victimhood, which wasn't ours. And we blamed other people for things that we have control over. Not good. You're welcome. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. I do daily broadcasts. This is number 80 in an ongoing series. They do live on my website and on YouTube as well as on my Facebook page. And I'll be back again tomorrow, number 81. So again, share this out with anybody you know who might get value from this. And I'll be back again tomorrow. See ya.